continue where we left the other day. In this presentation, we are now going to turn to another functionality of Copilot that we have seen already before, which is creating a new presentation. And in this instance, I'm going to create a new presentation with you together based on an existing file. So in my scenario, I am going to have a product introduction meeting with a client. So I'm luckily in my company, we have the product specification for this client. The document, as you can see from the writing, unfortunately is in German right away because I'm talking in English. With Copilot, it very likely will already create the entire presentation in English, even though I referenced a German file. But just to be safe, in order to not have any hallucinations or any terminology in German pop up on my document, I'm going to tell him that it is pleased to be in English. And then I can also pre-select the design over here. You can either go by recent templates that you've utilized right now. It is pre-selected from this file that we have open over here because we have accessed Copilot from this file. I can go through the templates that my organization might have prepared for me, or I go by Microsoft 365 presentation templates that we have. And why not select the Dune design? Otherwise, Copilot by default is going to use the Helena design, the very generic, very basic PowerPoint design in order to create my presentation. And if I then initiate the presentation, we are going to be greeted by the so-called narrative builder. And over here, we can already see in different topics that we have contents generated. And in this overview, I can choose to model around and change the structure that we have over here. Maybe different topics are of interest or weighted interest to our client, to our meeting. So possibly display specifications are very crucial to this client. So I'm going to pull it up because in my opinion, when the attention is still bright and fresh, I want to greet them with what is most important to them. Another method would be leaving it till the end, but that is up to one's taste. And of course, if we had multiple documents referenced over here, we could jump to the point of information where it wants to have sourced this piece of information displayed on this topic. I can also delete topics, right? Right from the start, it is going to include everything it can find because also I have not given it any restriction, obviously. So if a topic such as network operating system, dimensions, weight, and warranty is undesirable for this meeting, I can just delete it over here, or also add a new topic that has not been captured or couldn't have been captured, such as, say, a comparison of our product versus competitors on the market. So this is what I'm going to tell him right now. Add a topic about general competitors product versus our product on the market, and highlight, please, our product benefits. All right, so we have another supportive slide to our hands, and easy as that, as quickly it has indeed created this additional topic. Wonderful. So if everything seems satisfactory, I can tell them to generate a new presentation. And also pay attention to this estimated number of slides, 28, maximum of 40. What does that mean? That means that right now, Copilot is restricted to creating 40 slides with us in Narrative Builder at a time. So if we really need to create a presentation that maybe has 40 or 80 slides because it's that many topics that we want to collide based on multiple files or something like that, I would suggest to separated by theme, by topic or category, whatever you have, and then bring it together once it has been created individually into one PowerPoint file. Like that, you can still save a lot of time and jumpstart the whole process with Copilot and fine-tune it to your taste and whatever you need. But you won't be restricted by the maximum count of slides. We already see an overview over here. Did see how it would display all the text and eventually pictures. And right here in this overview, we can check whether it seems satisfactory in a nice overview setting. It has different kind of editing done for us, formatting, fonts, sizes, boldness, cursive, whatever you need, whatever seems like a nice style. Copilot has added independently. Also image sizes and choice dependent on what is being said on the slides have been added in order to support that. And if everything seems satisfactory, I'm agreeing and willing to keep it. And I am able to double click into any of the spaces in order to go into the general view as we know it. And from here, I can then start fine-tuning, editing the presentation until I have what I need in order to show it to my clients. But with this process, with Copilot together, and we could also obviously collect multiple documents together and create a whole different document or plan. We have done this process within 2 minutes, basically, and from here on can start working on more with 31 slides. And if you were to do it without Copilot with a blank canvas, I reckon it would take you a lot more time to get that many slides somewhat formatted and ready. So you'd only have to do some minor editing in order to get a good presentation done in record time, basically.